Welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be discussing the ramifications of the Fury-Usyk result on the rest of the heavyweight division. Obviously Usyk winning a split decision over Fury in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this past Saturday. In my opinion, they probably will do the rematch. I know there was a bit of talk in the immediate aftermath that both men are going to be rested, and we'll see what's on the agenda for both, but probably going to get that around mid-October time, I'd say. I think both Fury and Usyk will take it. I think the financial gain for both is going to be absolutely huge. I think for Fury, he'll definitely want to get that one back. For Usyk and Alex Krashuk, they both said that they're men of their word, should I say, sorry, and they'll do the rematch. So all roads are probably leading towards that. In my opinion, if Usyk does win the rematch, I think we'll get a double retirement out of both Fury and Usyk. Obviously, Usyk, absolutely nothing left to prove. For Fury, I think if he loses that, I can't really see him being motivated to go on and fight the likes of AJ and other heavyweight contenders. I think he'll have all the money in the world. So yeah, I can see a double retirement coming in that way. I think if Fury does find a way to beat Usyk in October, I believe that we will get Fury versus Joshua. I think the lure of the money and the event, meaning that we'll probably get that in the first quarter of 2025. I think Turki Al-Sheikh said this in an interview with ESPN, that that's his plan. So yeah, I think if Fury wins, we get Fury AJ first quarter of 2025. I think if Usyk wins a rematch, we get a double retirement. I think Usyk will probably retire regardless of the result. As for the rest of the heavyweight division, it's looking like Dubois versus Hrgovic is going to be for the IBF title. I think it's absolutely farcical that we waited 25 years for an undisputed heavyweight champion, and we're going to get one for 2 weeks. But such are the sanctioning bodies and the way boxing works, anything for a pound note. So yeah, looking like we're going to get that for the IBF. But ultimately, the likes of Fury, Usyk, Anthony Joshua, other heavyweight contenders. You've got Zhang against Wilder, who are going to be fighting on the 5v5 coming up on June the 1st, the main event. Zhang's over 40, Wilder is approaching 40 very quickly. Usyk 37, Fury's very nearly 36. I think Anthony Joshua's on record as to say he's got a couple more years left. So you're talking in the next 18 to 24 months, all of these guys are going to be now retired heavyweights, and they are all the upper echelon of the division. A lot of them are past champions, but these are the main eventers right now in the heavyweight division. So the landscape's going to completely change in the next 2 to 3 years at least. You have Hrgovic, Dubois, one of those is going to be a champion soon. You have Jalolov, the Olympic gold medalist from Tokyo, who's coming through. You have prospects like Moses Atauma. You also have the likes of Fabio Wardley. Sanchez and Cabiel just fought. They're kind of, I believe, sort of 31 years old, both of them. But as for stars and big heavyweight draws and attractions, we're going to probably have to start from the ground up, because although there's a lot of good fighters there's not very many household names. There's not very many big personalities amongst them either. Obviously Miss Joseph Parker out there too. He's, a bit more of a household name maybe than the others that I've mentioned, but at the same time, he's not going to draw pay-per-views like the likes of Joshua, Fury, even Usyk, pay-per-view star now as well. These guys are not going to be around for much longer. We've had a bit of glitz and glamour back in the heavyweight division for the past couple of years after it going, very quiet for a while. So yeah, you've got a complete landscape change. Time for new blood in the heavyweight division. Obviously we're going to get rematches, and there are a few big more years probably left coming on now, but the whole landscape of the heavyweight division is going to change over the next 24 months. We're going to see new champions, we're going to see new contenders emerge. What we need to see is new personalities come through. We need to see people moving the needle. We need to keep the momentum going, because the heavyweight division has been fun over the last little while. We've finally got to see who the best of this era is so far. We saw that on Saturday night's Usyk. Can Fury get that back? We shall soon see. But yeah, we're going to see a lot more fresh new faces. The belts are probably going to fragment over the next while as well. We're going to get new heavyweight champions. But let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you think of the ever-changing landscape of the heavyweight division, who you think is going to come through and take over. And yeah, let's see how the heavyweight division pans out over the next 12 to 24 months.